my fellow Earthlings. Welcome back to your homework assignment. I captured Miss Fallstick. She was in space doing too much math. So no, don't think this is her with plastic surgery. Okay, well, I am a real alien here, but I did capture Miss Fallstick, and I do talk normal. I am on Earth sometimes. I disguise myself a little bit. Alright, so this is your video on writing large numbers in standard form given scientific notation. So I want you to look at this Rubik's Cube for a minute. And I don't know how many of you have tried to solve a Rubik's Cube before, but it can be difficult. There's a lot of different combinations. To be exact, there's 4.3252 times 10 to the 19th power combinations, or what we call 43 quintillion. That's a lot of combinations, and that's a very big number. And I'm going to show you how we would write that in scientific notation. Just a little shout out to the Franklin Institute, one of my favorite places. They have a robotics exhibit right now, and so I'm cousins to a few robotics, and there's a robot there that can actually solve a Rubik's Cube in under a minute. And there's a lot of formulas that the robots use, and any Rubik's Cube combination can actually be solved in under 18 moves. So I highly recommend you go see that robot. Okay, so if a number written in scientific notation has a positive exponent, that symbolizes that it's a very, very big number. It's a number greater than 1. So in that case, we would move the decimal to the right. In this example here, 3.43 times 10 to the 7th power, the 7 symbolizes how many times we would move the decimal to the right. So for example, 3.43, the decimal would be located here. I'm going to move it to the right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. So 3.43 times 10 to the 7th is the same as 34,300,000. And I'll show you, when we move the decimal, we use zeros as placeholders. So let's go back to a Rubik's Cube. And this might be a little difficult for me to do. I'm going to show you what this number is in standard form. So I'm going to move my decimal to the right 19 times. So 4, 3, 2, 5, 2. I'm going to move my decimal to the right 19 times. So I've already moved it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I need to draw 15 zeros. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Now I'm going to go back and put in my commas. 1, 2, 3, comma, 3, comma, 3, comma, 3, comma, 3, comma, 3. So this is equal to about 43 quintillion. Okay, let's look at another example.
Welcome back to the Fallstick Flipped Classroom Freeze. This is a bag of animal crackers. The serving size is about 16 crackers, and there's about 10 servings per bag. How many crackers are in the bag? What I want you to do is put your answer at the bottom of the graphic organizer. Alright, back to the show, or PowerPoint, or whatever.
Okay, so we're going to write 5.6 times 10 to the 4th power in standard form. So what I like to do is write the numbers down that are given to me, 5 and 6. My decimal point would be here. I have to move it 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is also the same thing then as 56,000. Make sure you put your commas in. That's really important. So I always go back 3 spaces to put my comma in. Let's look at another example. 2.599 times 10 to the 7th power. So the digits I'm given is 2, 5, 9, 9. I have to move my decimal point, 7 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to go back and put in my commas. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So this number is 25,990,000. Let's use one more example. 9.45 times 10 to the 3rd power. 9, 4, 5. I have to move my decimal point 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. So this becomes 9,450. All right, I want you to get out your graphic organizer that I gave you in class and that you've used the night before, so you should have these 2 sections already filled out. If you don't, you need to go back and watch my other videos. Okay, so what we're going to do is take this number and write it in standard form. So we're going to move the decimal to the right because it's a positive exponent. Therefore, it's a number greater than 1, so we need to make it bigger. So I'm going to write my digits. 8. Uh-oh. I'm actually not using purple. Yes, I am. So it's going to be 8, 9, 5, 3. I have to move my decimal point 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to put in my commas. 1, 2, 3, comma, 1, 2, 3. So this number would read 895,300. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video. And eventually in the next video, we'll be learning about how to convert scientific notation to very, very small numbers in standard form. Now I need to go find Miss Fosdick. Or how do you know Miss Fosdick really isn't an alien? Bye, Earthlings. How do I stop this thing? I hate technology.